We continue to follow what's happening in the tropics as we've got Tropical Depression 9. Yesterday at this time we were talking about potential tropical cyclones. So things have upticked a little bit. Still don't have Imelda. That could be coming in the next 12 to 24 hours. But of course, we're going to continue to watch the tropics as there will be things that will start to progress, maybe in a downward trend for places like Florida in the coming moments.
Yeah, we actually have our first set of tropical alerts for the United States in regards to future Imelda, but right now, just Tropical Depression 9. If you have any questions, I know there could be a lot just given the overall setup. You can scan a QR code on your screen, or you can also go to foxweather.com/connect. All right, well, let's take you down towards the Caribbean and into San Juan, Puerto Rico, where they're expecting to see some swells in regards to TD9. At some point today, we've got tropical storm watches that are up and in effect for Florida's East Coast. Several states also preemptively declaring states of emergencies. That includes North Carolina and South Carolina. But this is the overall story. It's not just TD9. We have a Category 5 Umberto. Yeah, we have a major hurricane. Umberto has just been absolutely incredible, churning out in the open Atlantic. The good news is, besides Bermuda, everything else should be free and clear. And for Bermuda as well, we're just monitoring this, but it doesn't look like you will be taking on a landfall or seeing any significant impacts. Umberto, though, could have an interesting story to tell, though, in regards to TD9, helping to yank it way out towards the right and hopefully avoid a landfall altogether with future Imelda here. Current wind speed, 35 miles per hour. The organization, though, is definitely going up. You can start to see, especially in the next couple graphics here, a clearly defined low-level center. It's starting to get there as the winds are wrapping around it. Overall, we've seen portions of Cuba already seeing 11 inches of rain. And so we've had this pocket of convection, especially for East Cuba, setting up over the last 24 hours. National Weather Service offices out of the country and just in this general area are highlighting the potential for landslides, mudslides. It could be life-threatening at times. Now, if you were joining us here on Weather Command Weekend yesterday, you could not see this center of low pressure, the winds all trying to converge around that lower level center. It was very oblong, kind of funky looking. So this is a clear sign that we are looking at a storm gathering more organization. We've had tropical storm warnings in place for the majority of the weekend now for the Bahamas, and now those tropical storm watches from Fort Pierce out towards Daytona Beach. We could start to see conditions deteriorate today, but it really is, Nick, going into Monday, where the swells are going to be the worst. We could have some gusty winds. And so the fact that we're under a tropical storm watch just highlights how close this is getting to the United States. But who knows, maybe we could avoid that landfall altogether. Yeah,
that's becoming more and more likely, it seems, as we continue to get these model runs and there's a little more consensus. As you've done a great job of telling everybody what's happening right now, as this continues to slowly move northward, it's going to have a little bit of a window to organize itself and eventually probably become a Category 1 hurricane that does stay offshore. And we've actually got some reporters and things that are positioned along the East Coast. They'll be able to tell us what they're seeing now and in the future. But overall, we have our ready, set, go map for you. Everybody there in the yellow should be set. It's not quite go time, and hopefully we never get there. But from really Hatteras right down through just north of Miami, it's time to start thinking about what to do.
Right. Well, the current forecast is that this is going to slow down once it emerges north of the Bahamas. So the concern for me, while yes, the peak intensity is expected to be a Category 1, very warm waters here right off the southeast coast. And if it can sit there and stall out for a little bit, it could become a major Category 2, potentially Category 3 hurricane. I'm not necessarily calling for a major hurricane out of this one, but the water temperatures have been just so conducive. We have Gabrielle, major hurricane, Aaron, major hurricane, Umberto, major hurricane, Cat 5. And so there is that one fear, but hopefully it stays just off the coast and the impacts are minimal.
So far this season, anything that becomes a hurricane becomes a major hurricane. That seems to be the trend.
Knock on wood. We got to knock on something.
Knock on plexiglass wood here,